working okay recently. Okay. All right. So we are now recording here. So, hello, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Okay. So just remember the lesson is being recorded. Like you didn't already know that. Okay. And then my expectations, right? Follow along with the Nearpod lesson. Use the chat tool respectfully. Make sure you respond to questions first in the questions and instructions the first time. That just helps us keep kind of moving along, getting rolling with things. So, okay, so today, actually, let me just jump over to the course real quick, just so you can see here. As you can see, we just kind of, I put the recordings on just this front page, just in case you missed them. Sorry about last week. I was out because my wife actually had LASIK, so now she can actually see me now. So we'll see what happens. We have the calendar here. Remember live classes every Monday. We only have 3 quizzes that are due this week, so that's pretty good for your exit ticket. And then Thanksgiving's coming up, one of my favorite holidays. So hopefully you like pumpkin and eating. So eating's one of the fun things in life, I think. Okay, so today we're going to be going over Module 5. And then also, is that right? Yeah. Module 5 and Module 6 is what's due this week. And we're going to be talking about the value of education. Okay. So I really want to push this kind of concept on you real quick. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it was saying that we as educators, we push so many people into saying you have to go to college or university. I'm going to say right now that's not necessarily true, okay? You need to get some type form of education that would be very just profitable in what the employment environment is moving forward. So for example, I don't know if any of you guys had a class by Miss Bagley, but she teaches a class called AWS certification. So I believe AWS stands for Amazon Work Services. She's the first trained teacher, certified teacher, that she's been able to do that. So somebody says, I agree because I'm going to college. I have an internship ready after high school. Perfect. In real estate. Awesome. You need something that is going to be able to be ready for how things are going to happen. A lot of things are going to be automated in the future. So as going back to that class that I was talking about, the AWS certification, if you get that certification from Miss Bagley, go take the class, take the test and everything like that, you can get out of high school and Amazon will hire you and you could be making like $60,000 a year is what they're saying. Somewhere along there, okay? When you learn how to work their system and code and stuff like that. They say 17 an hour. Does she work in AWS though? Like their coding place? So AWS is basically how their system runs. And they're basically people that know how to work their system. So anyways, you can get that certification. You can make quite a bit of money. So I'm not saying that this right here, of course, this was back, what year was this? 2009. But it does say something that there is some type of education, post high school education needed in order to get a good learning. Okay. Yeah. All right. So if we see here, if you have less than a high school diploma, your average of not working, being unemployed, is about 15%. This is back in 2009. Things have changed a ton since then. I know that with the economy, but it's just something to look at. But these trends kind of stay the same. If you have a high school diploma, you're about like to be 10% of the people that just have a high school diploma likely to be unemployed. Some college, about 8.6, associate's degree, all the way up to a professional doctoral degree, you're probably going to be employed. But if you come right here, this is your weekly medium income. If you're wanting to make quite a bit of money, and especially the way things are going now, like where everything is so expensive, the cost of living, that kind of stuff, you really need to have some type. And as I said right here, I'm not pushing that you have to go to college, but you need some sort of trade school, of vocational stuff that will help you in order to get a higher paying job. Okay. So that's what this is saying right here. Okay, let's watch a little video that tells us a little bit about this.
Hi, I'm Emma, and in this section we're going to be talking about how to recognize and explore the correlation between education, training, and potential lifetime income. Each year, tens of thousands of new college students begin their journey towards higher education in the hopes of landing equally high-paying jobs in the future. It has long been understood that an education can lead to long-term financial success and higher overall earnings over the life of a career. Generally speaking, the more specialized the education, the higher the earnings go. Education is valuable because it has many benefits that can be enjoyed over a lifetime. One benefit is an increase in potential earnings in wages and salaries. Demand for the educated or more skilled employee is generally greater than for the uneducated or less skilled employee. So education creates a more valuable and thus higher paid employee. It makes sense to be able to maximize value by becoming educated as soon as possible so you have as long as possible to benefit from increased income. It even makes sense to invest in education before you sell your labor because your opportunity cost of going to school, in this case, the lost wages of not working, is lowest. Current studies show that a college education has an economic value because a college graduate earns more over a lifetime than a high school graduate. Recent estimates put that difference at about $1 million. This fact indicates simply earning a 4-year college degree can be the key to long-term financial success. For career paths where there is a high demand for skilled workers, higher paying jobs may become available for those who have learned specific skill sets that can relate to specific job requirements. For example, the information technology field is clamoring with software developers. Therefore, those who study and earn certificates in one or more software languages can expect to be offered highly compensated roles within leading companies. Earnings based on specialization. In certain industries, the amount of specialized education is directly proportionate to the amount of earnings that a professional can make. For example, in the healthcare sector, a general practitioner can expect to earn as much as $188,223 per year, while a specialist can earn around $360,000 per year, twice as much. In the engineering field, an entry-level engineer can expect to earn around $62,000 per year, while an engineer who goes on to earn additional certification can earn more than $95,000 per year or more. As a rule, the more specialized the training and the more in demand a skill set is, the higher the potential earnings will be. When planning a career path, it is important to weigh all the factors in determining the best type of education for you. Careful evaluation and planning can help you maximize your earnings potential.
All right, so that just kind of gives you a little bit breakdown of why it's important to do that. So I kind of want to change this question again. Why is it important to get, I'm not going to say a college education, but some type of additional education after high school? So put your thoughts, comments, all that stuff in there. Okay, so somebody put, it gives more experience and thus more desire for you to be hired. which means higher likelihood you're going to get a job that's higher paying. Okay. So you can gain more knowledge and more money to get a good job and to get money to be able to take care of yourself. Good. More opportunities to get a higher paying job. So you can be qualified for higher paying jobs, which will ultimately help you be comfortable living. Yet gives you an opportunity to join a specialized field. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna put, for example, if you wanted to be a doctor, you have post-education for that. It's beneficial for knowledge and safety of others. Yeah. You definitely don't want a doctor that's never gone to school, right? Or wasn't even the greatest in school. You want somebody that knows what they're doing. I think it is important if you expect a lot of money and keep a good job. I think so too. I think for job satisfaction, we see a lot right now, which is called, the economists today are calling what's going on. Like a lot of people have just been quitting their jobs and just not working. They call it the Great Resignation. They just feel a lot of people are unsatisfied with what they're doing, and a lot of it's based upon income. They don't feel like they're being offered as much as it is. But those that, I would be interested to see how many people are quitting that are in higher level positions, right? I think those that are the ones that are leading the so-called great resignations are when they're lower income or starter level positions. That's what it's called. So it's kind of interesting. All right. So if you calculate the difference over time, you can definitely see the difference. I think in that video it said those that started school right away and those that invested in some type of education, especially education, they basically made over $1 million more than the person that did it. So if you can see here, this statistics are from a while ago, back in 2009. I know they need to be updated, but they said that the high school dropout would make about $20,000 a year, where an advanced degree is making around almost 70, right? So you're thinking about, I would say $5,500 or almost $6,000 a month compared to about $1,500 a month. So you can see the discrepancy of what happens here over certain things, okay? Okay, so we could go through this, right? You could go and calculate how many years you work. You're going to actually be working more time if you just start working right away to hit retirement age, because you're going to need enough to that. I'm going to kind of skip that a little bit. Okay, let's watch this other video because I think this is a good one.
Hi, I'm Cameron. Today we will be examining the costs of post-high school education options and analyze the return on investment, or ROI. This includes career choices, understanding the cost differences between public and private schools, and differences between nonprofit and for-profit education and training. When it comes to higher education, modern students have a number of choices in pursuing certificates and degrees to help them reach their future career goals. While many students choose to enroll in a traditional brick-and-mortar college or online college degree program, there is also the option of furthering your education through a trade school. So how do you know which option is the right choice for you? While no one can decide for you whether a college or trade school is the best fit for your education, there are several different factors to consider when making your choice. Traditional college. Whether you are a student that just graduated high school or an adult that wants to further their higher education, the first option that most people think of is to pursue a degree in a traditional college or university. There are several options for traditional college education, including community colleges, public universities, or private universities. Once you have enrolled in college, you will typically spend the first half of your college experience taking general education courses. They often include the following: English composition and literature, general science, history, mathematics. These classes set you up for success within a wide range of majors and allow students flexibility over the first year or two of their degree program to make a decision to pursue a specific degree. Typically, it takes anywhere from 2 to 4 years to earn an undergraduate degree. After completion of an associate's or bachelor's degree program, students may choose to enter the workforce or continue their education within graduate degree programs. So how do you know if college is the best route to support your future? It depends on your interests, goals, and objectives for attending college. For example, if you know that you are interested in English and communication, but aren't sure whether you want to be a journalist, teacher, or work in public relations, then a traditional college education may work well for you. Once you enroll as an English major, you will have the opportunity to take a variety of courses to gain experience and knowledge before making a decision in the specific career path you want to choose. While most students are familiar with traditional colleges, trade schools can be an excellent option for those who already have a clear idea of the career path they want to pursue. Trade schools differ from traditional colleges in a number of ways, including job-specific education, skill-based learning, cheaper tuition, finishing the program in less time. Once you enroll in a trade school, you will immediately start with classes that are based solely on the training needed to help you succeed in your future career. So, how does this affect your education? Simply put, without the background in general education classes, you will be trained only in the career path you are pursuing. While this is excellent news for those who are set on the occupation they want to pursue, it leaves little room for changing your trade school specialization or transferring your education into a different program. If you are interested in a specific career path, there are many different programs available through trade school that can get you started in a well-paying career without a traditional degree. What about the cost of education? With the changing economy and rising tuition prices, the cost of higher education is a major concern for students looking to earn a degree through a college or trade school. Typically, trade schools cost substantially less than traditional colleges, and many students graduate with less debt than those who pursued their education through a college or university. As an example, completing an average bachelor's degree program costs students $127,000. On the flip side, the average cost for a trade school degree is only $33,000, a savings of $94,000. Part of the difference in the cost between the two types of programs is the length of time it takes to complete your education. Most bachelor's degree programs are completed in 4 years, while the typical trade school gets you out in the workforce in under 2 years, saving you time, money, and a great deal of student loan debt.
That kind of hopefully helps you kind of think about what you want to do when you graduate. I'm thinking most of you guys are 11th graders in here, 11th, 12th. Is that right? Because usually you take this in 11th, 12th grade. Okay. Yeah, so somewhere along there. So you got stuff to think about, right? There's so many cool opportunities out there. You have like the technical colleges. I've visited a lot of the technical colleges just to kind of see what they're like. I've been to like the Ogden Weaver ATC. I've been to Mountain Land Technical College. They're really cool, have really good programs that will kind of help you out there. So, okay, let's just do a couple questions. How does the career, so this is just some things to think about in your head, okay? So how does the career you choose affect your income? Okay, I think we already kind of talked about that a little bit, but you may really like what you want to do, but you may not be able to live on it. What employee characteristics are important to an employer? And then how do education and training affect your salary? Okay, so this is going to kind of be interesting. I'm interested to see what you guys say. What type of education are you most likely considering after high school? Think about not going to college, a technical college, or a possible university. Yeah, somebody said they're going to go to SLIC, so Salt Lake Community College, and then you can transfer those credits to like a university, like University of Utah. That's smart to do because you save a bunch of money. Very cool. So I said I'm going to MTech. Awesome. Okay, so a lot of people say college. So a couple people say technical college. One said they're not going. Okay. So I just definitely kind of look at, different options for you, and go from there. Okay, that ends us, guys, at the end of class today. Remember what you need to do. Your exit ticket is to finish quiz 14, 15, and 16, which are found in modules 5 and 6, okay? If you guys have any questions, kind of stay after, and I'll answer any of those. Thanks. Cool. Technical college, then Weber